represents an international success story centered on meticulous planning, an abundance of management experience, thorough organization, and a musically educated staff. What began as a family of educators with a vision has escalated into a precious time-honored tradition. For over 46 years and counting, we've been proud to provide an unparalleled opportunity for young people to speak to the world through their music. Voyagers International today is managed and operated by those same individuals who originated the tour concept almost a half-century ago. These dedicated individuals have opened the door to thousands of student musicians who now have one notable common bond. They have performed in some of the most remarkable venues in the world. Voyagers International has proudly sponsored over 160,000 ambassadors of music from 38 of our 50 states who have traveled abroad on a musical journey.
The amazing part of this trip is the students are invited to participate, so we get the best students the state has to offer. Not just the best musicians, but also the best people.
As a new member embarks on an Ambassadors of Music European tour, just what can be expected? For starters, an exploration into the heart of Europe. 7 countries in all. From the unsurpassed architecture of the Notre Dame Cathedral to the breathtaking Matterhorn Mountain, one will experience places unlike anything ever encountered before.
I had the time of my life on this trip. Some of the incredible venues that we were able to perform in, some of the incredible sights we were able to see, you haven't seen beauty until you've seen the Swiss Alps. And I would highly recommend that anybody that has the opportunity go on this trip.
An experience like that would not be possible without coordination by a successful company. An American Ambassadors of Music tour strives to offer numerous advantages. Organization is the first of many Voyagers advantages. Precise planning and preparation are what make a Voyagers tour run flawlessly, group after group, year after year. A Voyagers International European tour passes through several stages before the actual journey takes place. Preparation is another Voyagers advantage. Staff selection begins as early as 22 months in advance. Following months of preparation, planning, and final rehearsals, an Ambassadors of Music tour group is well equipped for their journey to Europe.
The newsletters that my parents and I got really made it easy to pack, and it also helped us stay organized.
Throughout the years, Voyagers staff members have witnessed a magical transition that takes place in the lives of participants. What begins as a group of strangers quickly transforms into a close-knit musical family, simply because they share the common bond of music.
One of the best parts is that at the end of every concert, you play Stars and Stripes Forever, and everyone at the venue gets super excited, and they're clapping for you, and it's just this huge crowd.
Let's talk about another Voyagers advantage, first-rate travel. A Voyagers tour member will encounter several modes of travel while on a European tour, all of which are first-rate. There are no chartered airline flights, only scheduled commercial airlines are used. Upon arrival in a gateway European city, first-class European-style coaches are waiting to meet the group. The same coaches and operators accompany each tour group throughout their entire journey. And of course, Voyagers' selection of coach drivers is unparalleled. These individuals are highly skilled and, at the very least, bilingual in their native European language and English. The passage must also be made from England to France across the English Channel, an experience to remember. The coaches are driven right on board the ferry boat. The group walks to the top decks and all are transported to France. Participants will enjoy the crossing while viewing the white cliffs of Dover. First-rate travel, a definite Voyagers advantage. Voyagers International strives to maintain a balanced schedule of performing and educational touring. Concerts are given on the average of every other day throughout the tour. Most groups present an American send-off concert prior to their departure from the States.
The pre-tour rehearsals were great because you got to meet everybody that you were going to go with on the trip beforehand, and the teaching staff was fantastic in helping us move through everything really quickly and preparing us for the performances.
Not only does this provide the experience of performing in front of an enthusiastic audience, such concerts also provide families with the opportunity to hear their ambassadors firsthand. Musical selections are chosen specifically for the purpose of entertaining international audiences. Europeans attending the concerts particularly enjoy and appreciate the well-rehearsed and easily recognizable performances of American music by ambassadors of music tour groups. It's not uncommon for tour members to mingle with audience members following a performance, to engage in conversation, and even sign autographs. This is all part of the European concert tour experience. At such times, Voyager's motto, "We take our music to the people," is never more appropriate. Concert dress is also left to the discretion of each music director. However, as an American ambassador of music, appearance on and off the stage is as critical as a well-performed concert. New tour members are always curious about lodging arrangements. Be assured that quality housing is yet another Voyager's advantage. An ambassador of music tour member will only stay in first-rate hotels and inns. No dormitories or hostels are ever used overseas. In the major cities of London and Paris, large hotels are the norm. However, the quaintness of smaller villages is reflected in the inns and family-owned hotels in which Voyager's international travelers often stay.
The hotel rooms were really comfortable. It was like being at home, really. It was great. And the staff was super friendly and nice, and the food was delicious. It made me feel at home.
European cuisine is a sensational treat, and travelers need not worry about going hungry or planning major meals on an ambassador of music tour. Voyagers seeks out locations offering a unique dining atmosphere, quite often featuring traditional European fare. Restaurants are chosen on quality first and feasibility second. 2 meals per day are included in each tour member's package. The third meal is then decided upon by the individual. A wonderful opportunity to pool resources with friends to choose your own dining experience. Dining, indisputably a Voyager's advantage.
The food we had at every place we went to was really amazing, and the fondue in Switzerland was to die for.
You know that an American ambassador's music tour is coordinated in the States by highly competent individuals. But what about when the group reaches Europe? What keeps the trip running smoothly abroad? You'll discover it's our European hosts, the city coordinators, the guides, and coach drivers who all play a major role.
The city coordinators were so knowledgeable about the places we were visiting and really welcoming. It made it feel like we were coming home.
City coordinators are stationed at each itinerary overnight destination and are responsible for assisting in the location of concert sites, helping with lodging and meal arrangements, securing entrance tickets for certain destinations, and much more. Several of the tour destinations will be enjoyed through the eyes of a professional guide, a local individual whose sole purpose is to introduce the many facets of their country to our musical ambassadors. Places like Venice or the Castle of Chillon take on an entirely new meaning for the tour members when accompanied by an experienced and knowledgeable guide. European hosts, a true Voyager's advantage. Side tours to international locations, such as Zermatt, Switzerland, and Venice, Italy, are included as part of a student's tour package by Voyagers International. No one should miss out on the breathtaking beauty of the Matterhorn or the ancient city of Venice, the city of canals. A complete travel insurance package is also included in the cost of a Voyagers International European tour. Many tour groups choose to spend some of their free time during the first leg of the journey in attendance at one of London's major theater productions. While the opportunity is not included in the tour price, past ambassador groups have been able to obtain terrific group rates and have witnessed the likes of Les Mis, Wicked, Phantom of the Opera, and more. Voyagers International participants have the opportunity to visit such famous European sites as the Tower of London, Piccadilly Circus, the Louvre Museum in Paris, Notre Dame Cathedral, the Seine River by riverboat, the Eiffel Tower, the Castle of Chillon, Lake Geneva, Hard Rock Cafes, the Matterhorn, St. Mark's Cathedral in Venice, the medieval walled city of Rodenburg, Germany, mountain villages, and so much more. In light of the fact that ambassador of music groups represent their own states and regions, we find that long after the trip is over, students continue to share their experiences as they meet at local conferences and festivals. The chance to make new, lifelong friends, to experience firsthand fascinating cultures of the world, and to take your musical talents to the next level is just around the corner for you.
This was a life-changing experience for our son. The trip was well organized and efficient. We saw it as an investment in his future, and I can't recommend it enough.
Let us reassure you that Voyagers International will be with you every step of the way. Whether applying for airline mileage credits, securing a passport, or just wondering what to pack, your questions won't go unanswered. Personal contact with Voyager's staff and detailed packets of information combine to make your planning process simple and enjoyable. A Voyager's International European Tour provides endless opportunities, from musical performances to educational touring to relaxed outings. It is our goal to send each member on an unforgettable musical journey. We have succeeded over 160,000 times. The Voyager's family, the greatest Voyager's International advantage of all.
This trip really changed my perspective on my life. If you get the opportunity, do it.
The change in my son was incredible.
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 It was so incredible.
It's just incredible.